It was the turning point in the miners' strike, and it was the best day of my life. Those are the words of the former leader of the National Union of Miners, Arthur Scargill, remembering the Battle of Saltley Gate in Birmingham. 50 years on, the mass picket at the Saltley Gate coke works was remembered in the city centre this morning. The picket was the turning point of the 1972 miners' strike, which ended when the government agreed to the union's pay demands. Well, to mark the anniversary, Arthur Scargill has given a rare interview to the BBC's Ian White to reflect on what he describes as a total victory.
February 1972, a nationwide miners' strike was underway. At a coking works in Birmingham, pickets struggled to stop lorries going in and out, so a call went out for help to the NUM in Yorkshire. Could they send miners down to help?
We want assurances from the chairman of the gas board in writing.
The miner who answered the call was a little-known union official called Arthur Scargill.
When I cried out, "Get yourselves down here, we need help. I'm asking every miner to come and help us." And boy, did they come.
There were brutal scenes outside Saltley where pickets battled with police. Arthur knew to succeed, he needed to win the support of other trade unions and convince all kinds of workers to join the strike.
Suddenly, there was a cheer, a roar went up. And I looked round, and coming over the hill, as far as the eye could see, were thousands of engineers to join us, and women leading them.
What happened on the 10th of February 1972 won the strike, got miners a big pay rise and made trade union history. It also defeated the Conservative government and took Arthur Scargill to national prominence for the first time.
Everything I had dreamed about as a trade unionist came to fruition. For the first time in my life, the things I talked about were a reality. Miners and other workers in solidarity action.
12 years later, the miners were on strike again, but Margaret Thatcher's government was determined there wouldn't be a repeat of Saltley Gate.
First of all, in her autobiography, she devotes a whole chapter to Scargill's insurrection, and it's about Saltley. Secondly, I never met Thatcher. Imagine that. From the Second World War to today, the only Prime Minister that I never met was Margaret Thatcher. I have no regrets.
Now aged 84, Arthur Scargill believes today's trade union movement leaders should learn the lessons of Saltley.
It was the turning point in the miners' strike, and it led to a complete victory. It was the greatest day of my life.
Ian White, BBC Midlands Today.
I remember it well from my days as a young-ish reporter on the Birmingham Post. Well, we asked you for your memories of Saltley Gate or the industrial action which followed. Some of you got in touch. Stephen Hansen emailed to say he was 22 at the time and working at a brewery. I had to drive down the road which the miners blockaded. Not one bottle of beer was missing. Great bunch of men to fight for their jobs and families and way of life, and let me pass unscathed. Andy McCluskey from Chelmsley Wood was having a driving lesson when he witnessed the start of the protest. He says, feeling a bit unnerved, I was grateful when they gave way and I drove through. While Frances Hook got in touch via Facebook to say her first experience of Britain was in December 1973, and what she saw was no lights on the Trafalgar Square Christmas tree, travel problems and endless sympathy strikes.